Hello, my name is Aquila-Holewka. I'm an assistant manager within the A Plus Convenience Stores franchise of 7-Eleven. Today I'm going to begin going over the ASI2 program, general overview and structure, along with the binder setup that we have within our stores. First, a couple of reminders. This video series was designed for the A Plus Convenience Store franchise group. If you're another 7-Eleven franchisee or a corporate store leader, some of the information may not be applicable to you. Please take that into consideration when watching. Most of the information found here could be found helpful for you, but certain sections may not apply. As long as you have a basic overview of the processes used for your store daily, you should be able to discern what does not apply. Also, a reviewable version of the PowerPoint used in the video will be available in the description box below. First, I want to go over this chart, which I'm sure you've seen a million times by now. It reviews all of the old report names and codes along with the new names and codes. So, first at the top, if you're a BCP store, you have the BCP Cash Settlement Report, which shows up daily. The old price overrides and markup markdown reports, which were originally available through your ISP in the cash management menu, is now one single report available in 7 reports, and it now has a 3-day lag. The old S18 is now called the ERI. The old MO1 is now called the DMR. 2 new reports under ASI2 are the NIS, or the Non-Inventory Sales Report, and the PSR, the Promo Sales Report. In the video discussing the DMRs, I go more in depth on the NIS, and the PSR has its own video. The old SO1 is now the IMR, and 2 new reports under ASI2 are the WPC, or the Weekly Price Change Summary, and the WMR, or Weekly Merchandise Report. The WPC is a new part of the enhanced price change process, which I discuss in another video, and the WMR is now a running total of inventory in your store over a 7-day period. And then the monthly reports at a store level we don't really look at. That is handled more at the RAM and corporate level of an ABI. The videos I will be creating in the future are going to be centered more around the reports that I have just highlighted in red. So the POR, the ERI, the DMR, the IMR, and the WPC will all be receiving their own separate videos. So please take note of that and keep an eye on my channel for when those videos are available. The second thing I want to talk about is the 3 binder setup that we use within the Anabi franchise group. Those 3 binders are the Financial Binder, the Profit Finder, and the Show Me the Money Binder. First, the largest of the 3, the Financials Binder. In the Financials Binder, we have 6 tabs. The first one is the Printed Report Log, which shows you the last time you printed each report. This is fairly helpful when you're going to print new reports. You can see exactly when the last time you printed a report was. A best recommended practice is to write down the date processed on the printed reports log. That way, when you are searching through the 7 Reports portal, you can set the date range properly. The day you printed the report might not be the same day as the last report published. The open items log, which is where you will record items that you have open cases for or items that have not populated on your DMRs yet. So any credits you're waiting for from DMR charges, double charges, charges you are unsure of, things like that, open a case in 7help and then record the information for the charge and the case number on your open items log. The third section is where you will keep invoice summaries. So as you are reconciling your DMRs, you should print out your invoice summaries that match up and then save them in this section. The next section is for your DMRs, your daily merchandise reports. Again, these replace the old MO1s that we originally had on the mainframe system. A best recommended practice is to review them on a daily basis. That way, the invoices from the specific day that you're reconciling might still be in your head. 3 days ago, I got a beer delivery. I have a charge from Wright, but my ASM forgot to include it on my purchase summary. But because I know that it came in, I can still say, I got this delivery. There's no issues here. Make sure that you are saving both your invoice summaries and your DMRs audit to audit. That way, when it comes time for your next audit, if I or your RAM needs to do research at your store, we very clearly have a place to start. Your ERI, open log, and finished ERIs. So review them daily, scan them to number 3 on your back office printer, and save the ERIs audit to audit. Make sure that you record credits or debits that you are waiting for on the ERI open item log, and then mark them off. I use highlighter, that way I can still see what I was waiting for if I need to do research. And then keep a running tally of what has and hasn't come through yet. And then the final section of the financials binder, you can store ERIs that have to be completed. When you print them off, you might not have enough time to review them. So this is a nice, easy place to keep them when they haven't been done yet. The second binder is your profit finder. The first section of the profit finder, when you create a case on 7help, print out the case form and put it in this section. That way you can make notes on adjustments made to your DMRs directly on the case form. And if, again, me, your RAM, or someone else comes to help you review your books, we have a place to start. Wacky invoices. This is anything that is from a non-DSD vendor. So these are your InMotions, the Galaxy Big Ideas, any delivery that normally gets shipped to your store via UPS or USPS and then charged to your DMR several days in advance of when it actually arrives. Save these invoices in case something goes wrong. If you make a return to McLean or any other vendor and do right now still manual returns, but in the future electronic returns on your 7MDs, keep the forms that print out and save it in this section. Deleted items, RIA forms, price changes, and store transfers. This is where the most money goes missing. So, keep all of these types of forms in the section. Your IMR reports, which again, I will go more in depth with in another video. Save them, put notes on the things you know, because again, helps with research. If your store does bottle returns, when you return it to your vendor, they should give you a slip. Make sure you save it. If you have theft at your store, create a security incident report for the theft. Make sure you scan it through to the proper channels. This includes your RAM, the GM, security, and Bill Witzka. If you have to create a case through Service Channel, make sure you keep a copy of it and save it here. That way we can see patterns and trends throughout the store. And then the final section, print out the POS report sent to you by your FC or RAM, record the 7 rewards percentages on the backroom whiteboard, and retain these audit to audit. Finally, the Show Me the Money binder. In the first section, print out your HO1s and HO2s, save them here, keep track of your brand excellence, and strive for Emerald. Print out the 013 report and save it in your 7 reward section weekly. When your FC does a walk at your store, print it and use it as a to-do list. Try never to have the same thing twice. Every Monday you should complete your safety walk, send it to your RAM with your weekly numbers, and save it here. Every day you should print out the financial trends report, and then at the end of the month, save the month end and discard the rest. Note any variations to help remember if your RAM has questions. Same process with your lottery month-to-date report. And then finally, when 7 clean audits are conducted at your store, save the results. It should get emailed to you. That way we can review it with you at later dates. And that brings us to the end of the overview of both the ASI program and our binders. Please feel free to view the other ASI2 videos on the channel. Leave any questions that you have in the comments below. I will try to respond to them as quickly as I can, and thank you very much for watching.